Hi, this is Robert Temple, and over the next few minutes, I want to tell you about a powerful, secret and underground hypnotic technique, which will skyrocket the success, speed and efficiency of your hypnosis. In fact, what I'm about to share with you will truly revolutionize the way that you hypnotize, making it effortless to entrance anyone, anywhere and anytime. But before I do, let me take just a moment out to tell you a little bit more about myself and where this came from. Again, my name is Robert Temple, and I'm a full-time hypnotist in the United Kingdom. Over the past 8 years, I've toured my hypnotic show to 9 different countries, performing over 1,500 live shows and hypnotizing over 10,000 people, from the Las Vegas Strip to the heart of the West End of London. I've been a guest speaker at a number of hypnosis training seminars across the UK. I've released my own hypnosis training product and even filmed my own show for DVD, which is now on worldwide sale. On top of that, I've worked with hundreds of one-on-one hypnotherapy clients in the real world, helping them to change their lives for the better. I've literally lost count of how many. All of this, and right now I'm just 24 years old. Yes, I began performing hypnosis at the age of 16 and learning it at the age of just 14. So despite my age, I've been lucky enough to have more real-world experience in hypnosis than the majority of hypnotists in the world today. So I know what works and I definitely know what doesn't. Now, I'm not telling you this to brag or show you how awesome I am. I'm telling you this so that you know that I know what I'm talking about, and you know that it's safe for you to listen to what I have to say. So, I want to tell you a powerful, true story, which really changed the way that I see and use hypnosis on a daily basis, and I'm pretty sure that it will for you too. A few years ago, I was living and working in a small tourist island in Greece. I was there for the summer and working between 6 to 10 shows per week, also doing therapy sessions for the locals and the holiday makers during the day. This was a Wednesday night. It was the height of summer, and the tourist resort that I was working that evening was busy. The hotel bar was packed with around 200 tourists, all looking for a night of entertainment with the hypnotist. There was a buzz in the air as my pre-show music was playing. I was on stage in 5 minutes, and the excitement was building amongst the crowd. For me, it's just another day in the office. I went over to chat with my sound technician, who worked for the bar that I was performing in. I just wanted to check that everything was ready to go at his end. We talked for a few minutes before he said something which really grabbed my attention. He said, "Do something different tonight." "What do you mean?" I replied out of curiosity. He said, "You always do that thing where you stick their hands together and then they fall backwards. Hypnotize them a different way tonight. I challenge you." Now, my 2-minute announcement played, and the crowd cheered, slightly intoxicated and ready for a night of comedy. Now, I'm never one to shy away from a challenge, so I told the sound technician that I would see what I can do, and I walked away, preparing to take to the stage. Exactly 120 seconds later, my introduction played and I walked out on stage to the audience's applause. That's my favourite sound. I did my opening pre-talk. The audience were warm and responsive. I asked for volunteers to fill the 6 chairs on stage behind me, and I was immediately mobbed by 14 volunteers instead. I couldn't even fit them on the stage. They were sitting off the edges, in fact. I could tell that it was going to be a good night. So I was ready to hypnotize my volunteers, but my sound technician's words were ringing in my ears. He'd said, "Do something different tonight. Do something different tonight. Do something different tonight. Hypnotize them differently," he'd said, with no knowledge of how any of it works. You see, I'd always used the same techniques to hypnotize my volunteers, and he'd seen my show dozens of times. I'd always lock their hands together and then use the classic fallback inductions. Now, the problem is, I knew dozens of other inductions, so which one should I choose? I thought about it for a few seconds, and decided I should start with a different suggestibility test, so that everything would look different to my sound technician's untrained eye. Perhaps he'd think that I'd made that up on the spot. So, I turned to my trusty light and heavy hands test. I asked my volunteers to stretch out their arms, close their eyes, and then I began to talk. Over the next 30 to 40 seconds, their left hands began to sink down, their right hands began to rise into the air, just as you'd expect. I glanced across at my sound technician and he was smiling, with the same look of amazement that he had the first time he saw my standard locked hands test. 1 minute passed by, and now I had all of my volunteers with their hands in the air, some high and some low. At that very moment, something unexpected just popped into my head. I don't know what it was, but some spur-of-the-moment thought just forced me into action. I said a couple of sentences, then plunged forward and did one simple thing to each volunteer as I made my way along the line. Each one dropped deep into hypnosis. I stood back, amazed by what had just happened. I had just done one simple move and hypnotized 14 people in about 15 seconds. The audience gasped as each person fell forward and collapsed into trance right there in their chair. Now, I didn't know what it was, but I knew that I'd found something powerful. All 14 of those volunteers stayed on stage for the entire show, and all of them were responsive. I hadn't even used any form of deepener. I had found a rapid, hugely successful induction by complete accident. Now, my show normally took about 20 minutes from walking on stage and doing my pre-talk to getting volunteers on stage, hypnotizing them, and then eventually getting into the comedy routines. That night, I'd done it much more efficiently in just 12 minutes. I finished the show that night, walked off stage, and the sound technician shook my hand. He was impressed. In truth, I wanted to shake my own hand for what I'd just created in a few brief seconds of madness. From then on, I used this new, fast and powerful induction every single night. It was my secret weapon, easily the lowest resistance, fastest and most efficient induction I'd ever used in my show in what was, at the time, a 6-year career. Then, I began using it in hypnotherapy sessions and found that it was just as efficient as the long drawn-out inductions I'd been using for years, except it took just seconds. Now, since then, I've used it to hypnotize thousands of audience members, private clients, friends, my hypnosis students, doctors, psychologists, journalists, and the list goes on. I even used it in a nightclub with loud booming music where they could barely hear a word that I was saying. The truth is, this is freaking powerful. It works on so many different levels that it's almost impossible to fail. And it's so damned easy. This thing became a normal part of my life and career, and I really thought little more about it. Until, about a year later, I was sitting having a beer with my friend, hypnosis trainer and now business partner Alex Smith, perhaps better known to some of you as Jonathan Royal. We were talking about hypnosis and having a laugh, and I said that I wanted to show him something that I thought was pretty cool. Now, truth be known, I was scared that this induction I'd created was so simple that someone must have thought of it before. Now, Alex is like the Encyclopedia Hypnotica, and I knew that he would be able to tell me if someone had done it or published it before I had. I asked him to close his eyes, outstretch his arms, and begin the light and heavy hands test. Now, as his hands separated by around a foot, I reached forward and did that one magic move. It takes about a second. The next thing I know, Alex collapsed forward and fell straight onto the floor. His eyes snapped open and he jumped up with excitement. "What the hell was that?" he shouted, confused by what had just happened. I showed him what I'd done and he couldn't believe how simple yet powerful it was. We talked through it in detail and realised that I had simply combined two incredible strategies to create an even more intense concoction. He said that was the closest he had ever felt to being hypnotised. We spent that entire evening brainstorming the idea and creating new variations of it. We worked out how to do it if a volunteer is standing up, sitting down, lying back, even if they only have one arm. That night, and just as we were about to leave, Alex turned and offered me a large, 4-figure cash sum for the permission to teach the induction at his seminars and workshops, and he asked if he could pay me to record an instructional DVD teaching it. He knew that I had stumbled across something big. We nicknamed it the Seesaw Induction. So I said I would sleep on it, and the following day I accepted his offer. Within a month, we had filmed, edited and produced the DVD, and it was ready for sale. We'd originally planned that it would be a 90-minute training on the induction, but it turned into over 3 hours of intensive, in-depth coaching. We released the DVD and it was an instant hit. Barely a week goes by now where I don't receive emails and messages from hypnotists around the world thanking me for creating the induction and telling me that it's now the only induction that they use for both stage and hypnotherapy. It's been used in thousands of shows and thousands of hypnotherapy sessions worldwide with major effect. So what is so great about this induction? Well, here are just 8 of the many reasons that we believe the Seesaw induction to be the greatest induction that we've ever used. Number 1, it's fast. On average, this takes about a minute to deeply hypnotize someone. The fastest I've ever done it? 18 seconds from start to finish. Number 2, it's efficient. The induction itself is directly built into a well-known and loved suggestibility test. Just add one simple move and boom, you're done. I usually don't even bother with any form of deepening techniques because it's all built into the induction. Number 3, it's easy. We've taught this at our seminars to hypnotists with no real experience, and yet they've been able to duplicate the induction with massive success within 5 to 10 minutes. Number 4, it's safe. Most rapid inductions rely on people collapsing to the floor at high speed, which could be a major safety hazard. The Seesaw induction has a number of safety mechanisms built in to prevent any injury or expensive lawsuits for you. Number 5, it's impressive. Audiences around the world gasp when they see the Seesaw induction in action. It's super fast and it's very powerful. Your volunteers will collapse right where they sit and it will take your breath away. Number 6, it's flexible. This induction can be done whether people are sitting or standing. It doesn't matter whether it's noisy or quiet, and you can use it for stage, street or therapy. Anything, this induction will work. Number 7, it's multidimensional. Because the Seesaw works on so many visual, auditory, sensory and psychological triggers, which means that even if a couple of them are slightly out of place, this will still work. And number 8, it's low resistance. No induction is flawless, and there will still be people who are harder to hypnotize because of their mindset or their attitude. But this induction is definitely the lowest resistance that I've ever had, and you'll see that when you try it out for yourself. Honestly, we've never had a negative word said about this induction by anybody, and it's been extensively tested in stage, street and therapy by some of the most successful hypnotists around the world. Yet the Seesaw induction is so easy that truly anyone can do it with just a few minutes of training on the basic handling. So, this is where you come in. Because you are one of our loyal subscribers or customers, or because you've been sent to this page by one of our close, trusted friends, we would love the opportunity to share this with you right here and right now from the comfort of your own home. We have taken all of the training from our DVD box set and then digitized it, ready for the internet. That means you can download it in just a few minutes from now and begin learning this from your computer. You don't have to wait for us to ship the DVDs to your house. Simply point, click, download and watch it in less than 5 minutes time. Now there are 2 files ready and waiting for you to download inside our members area. The first is my full live stage hypnosis show, warts and all, filmed in a small pub venue in the northwest of England with a pretty rowdy crowd. This means that you get to see the induction in the field and see that it really is as fast, powerful and cool as I've explained. Plus, you get to enjoy the rest of the show too. The second video is the actual training material itself, where Alex and I will expose the full methodology and workings behind the Seesaw induction. We'll show you exactly how it works from every angle. We'll show you precisely what you have to do to make it work and tell you word for word what I say, and this is very important. We'll show you every single variation that we've created of the induction so that you can do it with volunteers who are stood, seated, lying, disabled, etc. We'll also explain all of the different psychological pillars which make this induction as crazy powerful as it is, so you'll soon realise why you can use this in noisy venues where the subject can't even hear you. This video is just over 2 hours long, and you get to watch it all from your home computer in just a few minutes' time. So in total, we're talking over 3 hours of intensive step-by-step training information on one of the fastest and most powerful inductions you will ever see or use. Plus, we go into full detail on the structure of a hypnosis show or a therapy session and why this induction fits perfectly into both. So by now, I'm sure that you're eager to know exactly what the investment in this awesome learning opportunity is going to be for you today. But before I tell you, I just want to sweeten the deal just a little. You see, when you order your copy of the Seesaw Induction Training today, we're also going to throw in a number of amazing bonus gifts. Bonus number 1 is the Confessions of a Hypnotist ebook. This is the expanded, up-to-date and exciting edition of Jonathan Royal's original hypnosis training book. It's over 500 pages long, and it's one of the most comprehensive training manuals that I've ever personally seen. In fact, I performed my first stage hypnosis shows just from the contents inside this book. In my opinion, it's an absolute must-read Bible of hypnosis, and you get it for free when you order the Seesaw Induction today. Bonus number 2 is our stage hypnosis training video. This is a fantastic step-by-step hypnosis training video which will absolutely blow you away. Whether you're starting out with performance hypnosis for the first time or you're a full-time pro, you absolutely need to watch this incredible training. This will also make great viewing for hypnotherapists because the performance techniques of stage hypnosis, stagecraft and commanding authority will be powerful tools in your therapeutic armory. Now this sells every single day from our various websites, but again it's yours for free when you grab the Seesaw Induction today. Bonus number 3 is our Rapid Induction Training Seminar. Yes, we're going to give you the recordings of a full seminar that Jonathan held about rapid and instant inductions, so that you can learn a ton of other great, fast and spectacular ways to hypnotize people. This will improve and speed up your skills with the Seesaw Induction, but also give you a great insight into exactly how rapid inductions really work, so that you can even create your own. Plus bonus number 4, lifetime updates on the Seesaw Induction Training. You see, I'm still using the Seesaw Induction thousands of times per year, both on stage and in therapy, and I'm constantly playing around with new ideas, new wordings and new concepts. So far, my original is unbeaten, but when I do come up with a little tweak to speed up or improve the induction further, you will be the first person to know. I'll be recording a short video training and upload it to the internet so that I can send the link straight over to you for you to start trying it out within hours for life. Nobody else has ever been offered this deal. That's 4 crazy bonus gifts and literally hundreds of dollars worth of real value. You're getting the Seesaw Induction Training, the Confessions of a Hypnotist ebook, Jonathan's original stage hypnosis training video and full recordings of his Rapid Inductions training seminar, plus full lifetime updates on the Seesaw. Now we thought long and hard about how to price this opportunity, and eventually we decided that we want to make it accessible as possible to as many people as we can. So, the Seesaw Training DVD sells on our website every single day for $79, and we're piling a ton of other training on top of this too. But, because you're watching this video today, and strictly as part of a limited marketing test, we've decided to license just 100 copies of this training for just $47. No, we haven't gone crazy. We just really want to encourage you to grab this induction and give it a try. We're convinced that when you've done it once, it'll pretty much be the only induction that you'll ever use. The Seesaw Induction is already spreading around the world like wildfire, and we want you to become a part of that. Yes, you're getting the exact Seesaw Inductions training, plus hundreds of dollars of bonuses for less than we normally sell the Seesaw training by itself, and you get access to it immediately, no waiting around. So just click the shiny Add to Cart button below this video to make your investment via our secure PayPal shopping cart, and you'll be taken straight to the members area following your payment. In fact, we believe in this induction and this training so much that we're going to put our money where our mouth is. You have a full 30 days to check this out, learn the induction and try it for yourself. And if you're not 1,000,000% in love with it and all of the bonuses, then we literally don't want your money. Just drop us an email at any time within the first 30 days and we'll refund every single penny that you paid with a smile and no questions asked. Hell, you can even keep all of the training. It's not like you have to mail anything back, so all of the risk is on us. You take this today, you try it, and if you don't love it, just get in touch for a full and prompt refund. We'll still be friends. So you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain from this opportunity, thanks to our insane satisfaction guarantee. Again, just click the Add to Cart button below to pay via credit or debit card or your PayPal account and begin right away. I warn you, when the first 100 copies of this have sold, we're going to tear this video down and destroy it. We literally can't afford to keep it selling at this crazy price. But here's my favourite part. You see, when you order today, we're even going to give you a secret 5th bonus. We're going to give you a $47 discount voucher towards our full Elite Hypnosis Bootcamp training package. Yes, you order the Seesaw Induction training plus hundreds of dollars of bonuses for a measly $47, and we'll send you a $47 discount off a future purchase of our Elite Hypnosis Bootcamp. When you want to grab your EHB membership, simply send us an email and we'll send you a unique link where you can pay the discounted price. And remember, the whole thing still comes with our complete 100% money back guarantee. Just click the Add to Cart button below and I'll see you in the members area in a few minutes' time. My name is Robert Temple, the creator of the Seesaw Induction, and I can't wait to share it with you. Thank you for watching this video and I wish you the best of luck.